Okay, students, hello, welcome back. Welcome to the garden. I'm going to move my mask down so you can hear me properly, but I did wear my mask on the way over here. First thing I want to show you is that we do allow families to come to the garden at this time. So if you're out walking around the neighborhood and you want to visit, you can. Only one family at a time, however. And please don't touch the tools. We don't want germs to spread. So one family in the garden at a time. Please, one family at a time. All right, come on in. All right. As you can see, things are beginning to grow well. Jack, why don't you take a look up at this sign? We are beginning to have plants that are ready to harvest. That means things that we can pick. Every week I'm going to have signs up that show what's ready to pick. Families can harvest one small bag of produce a week. Make sure it's just one small bag so you leave enough for everybody else. And please make sure you only harvest where you see the harvest here signs. Jack, can you span over to one of these signs here? Harvest Kosikara Key and harvest here. All right. Jack, come back over here. Take a look at this sign right here. For our Spanish-speaking families, this explains it in Spanish the best that I can. So one more time, you are able to harvest one small bag of produce a week in the garden. So if you are around, bring your family with a small bag and you may harvest the produce, the plants that have signs next to them. I'm going to show you what I mean by harvest. Come this way. So over here we have arugula. Arugula, if you remember, is one of my favorite greens. It's also one of those plants that if you cut the leaves, the plants will continue to grow. So you harvest arugula by cutting the leaves. So you could cut a small bag of leaves, put this in, and take them home with you. Also, something else that is now ready to harvest, is kale. Kale also, you can just cut the leaves. If you cut the leaves of kale, you can cut them like this, and the plant will keep growing. Never cut the stem because that will kill the plants. All right. Let's keep looking to see what else we have in the garden that's ready to harvest. So far, arugula, kale, you can see the signs. That's telling you where you can harvest. All right, follow me on up. Still have more arugula. If you look down here, you can see that we have lettuce coming up. That's not ready to harvest yet. There is no harvest here sign, so the lettuce isn't ready, but it will be soon. Over here, we have a lot of parsley. This is parsley. That's something else that you use small scissors, or you could just use your hand, and you can pick the parsley like this. Don't pull it out of the ground because we want to save the parsley to come back. You can see other people have cut a bunch of parsley there. It's fine, it's gonna keep growing. Oops, you don't wanna do what I just did here. I pulled too hard and I pulled out the roots. That's what you don't want to do. You don't wanna pull out the roots. Say, uh-oh, Miss Devon. Luckily we have a lot. We all make mistakes, it's okay. We do have some of our sorrel that has also been around, is also ready to harvest. Don't take too much, everybody loves it. What I recommend is while you're here, just pick up a bunch and you can have a bite yourself. Remember, this is the stuff we call lemonade lettuce. It's very sour, it tastes like lemonade. And it is one of my favorite things to eat in the garden. Once again, don't cut the stem, don't pull it out, just pull off the leaves. All right, that is all that we have to harvest right now. So one more time, sorrel, parsley, kale, and arugula. And that is all we have to harvest right now. I'm going to show you some things that are coming up that will be ready to harvest soon, I hope. Over here you can see a lot of strawberry flowers. So these beautiful flowers are where the strawberries are going to come out. So right there, you can see that yellow part in the middle of this white flower. That is going to be a strawberry. So never pick strawberry flowers, because if this flower gets picked, no strawberries will grow. So you can see that is where they're starting to come out. Those yellow triangle things right there in the middle, circles, those are going to be strawberries. All right, I have a few more things growing that I want to show you down here, and then it's going to be time to say, but then I'm going to show you where to put your signs. So follow me down. Lots more strawberry flowers. We also have flowers coming up for the birds and the butterflies. This is the lamb's ear. Remember when you touch this, it feels like you're petting the ear of a lamb. It's very soft and fuzzy. Over here is where we planted our peas. Looks like something's trying to eat it. Hopefully they're gonna be okay. But here are peas that are coming up. Yeah, something's been eating it. I wonder if it's the squirrels. And then also our lettuce. We planted a bunch of lettuce and peas here. Hopefully we will have those to harvest in the next couple of weeks. All right. The last thing I want to show you is where I want you to put your signs that you're making for me. If you remember, we made signs for carrots, and I said you could bring them to the garden. So this is the bin, this gray plastic bench bin. Lift it up. If you look inside, you'll see a basket that already has signs in it. This is a sign we made at home, remember? Or at my home. You can just leave these right in here. I will come and find them. I'll take them home, fill them with plastic, cover them with plastic, and put the sticks on them, and then they'll go into the garden. I'll show you what we'll do. The carrots we have growing are right up here. I'm going to show you where the carrots are growing. So I'm going to take this sign, and I planted carrots right here in the middle. So right here, these little tiny little things. Can you see them, how small they are? They're super tiny. Those are carrots. So I'm going to put the sign here so we know the carrots are going to be coming up in that line right there. All right. That is all for this week. I will be making a video for you every week. Next week, I have a special surprise for you that involves duck eggs. We'll talk more about that next week. I hope that you're all feeling terrific, and know that I miss you very much. Bye-bye.